Longines are one of those brands that everyone says is underrated. However, somehow I never see reviews for them online. And it's very rare when you see a new watch and it doesn't get covered. However, somehow Longines never gets covered by some of the major operations out there like Hodinkee and Worn & Wound. Today we're going to take a look at a watch that I haven't seen many reviews for. It's the Longines Heritage Classic Chronograph. It has a tuxedo dial and I think it's gorgeous. I'm not sure why this doesn't get more attention. But anyway, I have one here in for review, so let's flip the camera and take a look at probably one of the better looking chronographs that I've ever featured here on my channel, the Longines Heritage Classic Chronograph. So if you like a good looking chronograph, you are in for a treat. This is probably one of the better looking watches or chronographs that I have featured here on my channel, and I have to thank Exquisite Timepieces for lending me in this watch. ExquisiteTimepieces.com. They are an authorized dealer for Longines, so if you are interested in this watch or really almost any watch, definitely check out their website. I will put a link down in the description below and tell them Watch Chris sent you. So this is a tuxedo dial Longines Heritage Classic Chronograph. It gets a tuxedo dial because it's sort of black and white. It's really silver and white. So it's silver on that outer portion of the dial. On the inner portion, there's a minute track and an hour track. That's in black. Then you have sub dials. Those are in silver and they are sunken. They have a little bit of a surround around them. That is polished. And then the center of the dial is a brushed silver, is what I would call it. Beautiful, very crisp, very clean dial. And then the hands, you have silver hands for the hour and minute. And then the second hand and the sub dial hands are all in a blued steel. The tachometer on the outside of the dial, that is in blue. So it sort of matches those hands. You also get a boxed sapphire crystal that is very raised from the case itself, a very big crown that is signed with the Longines logo and of course the name as well. The case back is solid. That's because you're getting an automatic movement inside. It is the L2.830.4.93.0, which is essentially an ETA movement. I believe it's based on like the 2892 platform. However, it gets 54 hours of power reserve and it has a silicone balance spring. So it is proprietary only to Longines, so it's technically an in-house movement to this brand and only this brand, so it doesn't get offered to other ETA-based products. So something to keep in mind. Technically not a full in-house movement, but sort of is. This is a great size as well. It's around 40 millimeters is what they've made this. Obviously much bigger than the original watch that it was inspired by from back in 1943. It's a World War II inspired watch. However, very nicely sized, 39.9 millimeters. Thickness here, considering it's a chronograph with a very domed sapphire crystal, 13.4 is really not that bad, and that's because of the movement that they are using. Large crown on here, which I have to say I really like. I think it looks great. 6.9 millimeters, so almost 7 millimeters on that crown. That is excellent. And then the lug to lug on here is 49.2. Very good looking chronograph, and I really love the black and silver motif with the extra blue. The blue really pops on that dial. Overall, very, very good looking. Price on here is $3,300. I think that's actually a very good price, especially considering brands like Fullon Mari. That's another brand that makes chronographs. However, they use quartz movements and they charge around $600 or $700 for their watches. On the secondary market for a very long time, they were selling for around $2,000 and people were buying them for a little bit more money. It's substantial, I would say, $1,300 more, but considering what you're getting here, this is a phenomenal watch. And I'm just trying to point out that there are people spending a lot of money on quartz watches when there's watches out there like this that are basically the real deal and a reissue of an actual historic watch from a historic brand. Today on wrist, I have the Cartier Santos. This is the ADLC version. I really love this watch. I recently took it on vacation. Just a great vacation watch, 100 meters of water resistance. I was able to go in the pool and really do whatever I wanted with it. Just a great watch. There you go. Very handsome watch. Really, really good looking. That dial is beautiful. It really is. I love the two-tone effect. I love that they didn't put a date. I love the blued steel. I love the blue accents. Everything about it is phenomenal. And the chronograph is really smooth, as you could hear. It really is very, very nice. Sets really nicely as well. Of course, it is a pretty expensive watch, $3,300. It's not cheap, but all things considered, I think it's really a very good price. It is 40 millimeters. I have a 7.5 inch wrist, and it's about 13 millimeters thick, just over 13 millimeters thick, but that is including that boxed dome sapphire crystal. So there you go. Anyway, guys, there you go. I think this is one of the better looking chronographs that I have featured here on my channel. It just has great symmetry. I love the black and silver dial with blue accents. It really works very, very well. No date. Probably the only thing I would change about this watch is the fact that it doesn't have a display case back, but that is a personal thing. I like to have display case backs. I just like to see the movements for the watches that I own. That's really a personal thing. Some people don't like that. I do. Other than that, $3,300 does seem like a lot of money for this watch, but when you get this watch in hand and you see that dial, the fit, finish, and quality of Longines, I always say rival the best. In fact, I would say they rival Grand Seiko in many, many ways. And not a lot of people feature them on their channel. That's why I try and bring as many Longines here on my channel as I can, because I think they are some of the coolest watches out there at some really good prices. But tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? If you do, definitely add a comment down below. And if you agree with me, please add a comment down below. I want to hear what you guys think and start a conversation. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. I'll catch you guys in the next video.